Well, hello there guys, and welcome back to the channel. So we have our official live stream alert, and Twitch drops are back. There we go. What's up, Sornik? What's up, Mr. Bakji, Big Finest, Yannick, everybody else? You wonderful human beings. Look at that, we're getting 22k loyalty here. Perfect. I actually need to go to the store and spend some loyalty. So let's do that. Because I do want to get me some everything. Okay, we do need this. We do need. I don't think we need this. For sure need this. Oh, look at that! Kabam stream is live now too. I'm gonna go theater mode. Live stream. Well, yeah, Kabam's live stream, but it hasn't started yet. I mean, technically it's kind of starting now, so it's fine. If you want this instead, you're gonna get this instead. Where is the display capture? You're gonna do it like this. Perfect. Let's fry our brain. Let's do it with the power of friendship and fake laughs. Shall we? Let's have research for the next rank 3. What's gonna be your next rank 3? I have a notepad ready. I have my mobile phone ready. Take screenshots. How shit the stream's gonna be? It is going to be the shittest of them all. Worst of the worst. It's going to be unspeakably bad. But that's all the more reason for you guys to watch it here with me. Red Skull? Oh yeah, Red Skull's awesome. Red Skull is awesome. But who's more awesome? Me. You want Red Skull? You want your own personal Red Skull?
Germany takes its rightful place as ruler of the world!
Oh yeah!
A German world!
Yeah, Germinator! I'll be back. Whoa! Yeah! Free beer on this mother Fuhrer. Yeah, come on!
There you go. Let's all hear the incredible news. Valentine's Day event. Don't spend on your significant other, but buy crystals, get sense that's so good. I mean, Sensor Groot would be quite legendary though. Juggy's more awesome? No, because he took forever to get acquired. What's up, Craig? But how are you guys? We're gonna wait for Kabam with.
Hey, there's Skittles in there!
Oh, come on, guys!
Don't let the beard fool you. He's a child.
It's funny because
Kabam. Kabam.
fall on my face.
But howdy to you too. Refresh Twitch. Okay.
Twitch drops, Valentine's Day goodies, and a little bit of bromance. Oh yeah, one more thing. Your brand new 2025 Summoner's Choice Champion, all revealed today. Let's not waste another minute, and let's get into
Let me know about the volume levels for you guys. If you could, pretty please. Any Twitch drops this time? Yes, there will be Twitch drops. I just forgot how do I get to the Twitch drops. Anybody can drop me a link for the Twitch drops. I know, if I exit this, I think I found them then.
Official
One
live stream.
second.
We're here live in Vancouver, and you know what? I got a very special guest here. Let me bring in the sound. It is your
Okay, so,
favorite
I think
dinosaur
there's
in the
someone
house,
here.
Karate Mike, Kabam, Asaurus, Rex.
What is going on, Summoners? We are here live in Vancouver. Very excited to have a very fun, informative, and exciting live stream coming to you. Let's get into it.
Energy
Yeah,
equals
we've got a lot of
revives.
stuff today, so we're going to try to get the show
Okay.
to run as smooth as possible while we get all this stuff running, but we do have some cleanup and some housekeeping and all that kind of stuff.
Sounded
to do.
good
So,
to you.
You guys
Perfect.
know the rules. You know what's going
Top
on.
Joaquin.
You just got to be nice because we got a lot of giveaways and really cool things we want to do for you. So just remember the rules. And while you're watching those rules, let's get a quick shout out. Like, where is everybody coming from today? It's always a worldwide audience. I want to see what time it is.
Where
you're
are
at,
you
what
guys
you're doing,
coming
what's your
from?
progression level, man? Where are you at? Are you Valiant? Are you Thronebreaker? Are you Paragon?
Something like
Are you
that.
Cavalier? Did you just get it? Did it just happen? Oh, I saw Japan. Japan just passed. Germany just
I
passed.
see a New York Valiant, England, we got South Africa, we got people from all over the world watching this stream. We're here in Vancouver, and we're excited to have
Can't
fun.
stand
Right.
which
I
little
saw
guy.
someone say
Me?
specifically Greece and Valiant.
Oh, that's a bit harsh.
And this is
I didn't
Vancouver.
ask you to come here.
is,
Oh, I mean, I did, but you didn't have to.
Vancouver and Valiant.
That's new.
2 V's, alliteration for
All
the
right,
win.
all right.
Congratulations,
Yeah, that's
buddy.
right. That's right. I had a little bit of time off, and I was like, you know, it's time to knock this thing out and just get it done. I'm
proud of you.
See, man?
I'm proud of me too.
All
I'm
right,
proud of you
you're
too.
the
Yeah,
Canadian.
but you did it way before
Fucking
I did.
Canada.
Yeah, way,
But
way,
that's
way.
all right.
Blame
I'm not
Canada
doing
for
That's-
everything.
That is all good. All right, we got some people to thank because this show actually does take quite a bit to put together. It's a lot of planning. It's a lot of people. And we have our production team. As you know, we've got Kabam Fenton over there
Dude,
running the rig.
Kabam
the
Fentanyl?
rig and all that good stuff. The game team.
I mean,
puts
like,
stuff
that'll be
together.
hard
Kabam
as
Breeze
fuck
is a
for
new
Kabam
face
name.
that we've had. That is our producer, Kabam Breeze.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Makes
Imagine
it all
it
very
as
easy
Kabam
to do these things. So
Fentanyl.
big thank you to all of you and to the game
Oh.
team, particularly the art team too, because you know our
Twitch
team
drops?
don't
Yeah,
miss.
we do
Don't
get
miss.
They
Twitch drops.
don't miss. They never miss. And
Unlimited
I
Peter
would be
Kabam
remiss
streams.
if I didn't. That doesn't matter. We're just going to move right on in. Now, I did want to update you a little bit about a couple of
No,
things
he
that we're going to be
didn't
doing.
say, but
This
it
time
sounded
around,
like
we're
that.
not going to have promo codes.
I
At
think
the
he
end,
said
what
something
we're
like
doing is
Fentil or
incorporating them
something like that.
into our Twitch
But
drops.
it's very
So
similar.
those of you that are looking at the Twitch drops, you can see the final milestone is what you would normally get from your promo codes. So we're just making it a lot easier and just putting it all into one place. You don't have to go and get it. We're just going to give it to you. It's already delivered, ready to go. But there is still room for promo codes, and we will talk about those just a little bit later on today.
Yes, we will.
All right.
Also,
What's up,
we're
my guy?
going to be doing our giveaways, but we're not going to be
Mitochondria.
doing them in the chat because honestly,
Mitochondria
it's been a
is
challenge to do
a
our
powerhouse of
giveaways
the
in the
cells.
chat, and then
That's
also
just
read what you
facts.
guys are saying. Someone just said greetings. Someone just said let's go. Someone just moving our
grab you
giveaways
guys
from
on
the
the
chat,
big
and we're
screen.
moving it. We're kind of like outsourcing it to a different place, and that's going to be Gleam.io. So we can just pull up that slide. We can just show people some of the details. We'll pop this up when it's time to do those giveaways. But as you can see here, it's going to be playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway. Now, I did test this earlier. You got to put that last backslash in there.
Okay.
Yeah, or /, sorry.
Yep.
And otherwise, it doesn't go. But that's where we're going to be doing them. So you're going to want to stick around for that. Don't miss out on those details because today we are giving away 5 Titan crystals.
Oh.
Yeah, that's going to be our midstream giveaway.
All
and
right.
at the end, we're going to give away 5 chances to win your choice of our 2 champions. Do you know who they are?
I think I do know
You do?
who they are, and
Yeah.
I'm really excited to get into those today, but we got some other stuff to talk about.
We absolutely do. So,
Why do
So,
we have to
first
do
we've
some
got our,
Steam shit
few
if the game
announcements.
is not even out yet?
So we have our old school favorites calendar. So if you haven't been logging in, if you haven't been in the game for a while, this started on January 13th, but it's going to go all the way till February 13th. So you want to be able to
Missing
jump
Jax.
on in. Finn,
Not
go ahead and
missing
throw that,
Kabam,
throw
Mike.
that up on the next slide here. You'll be able to get free champions, including Hulk, Iron Man, and Stark Spidey. I know some of you already got this, but this will be going till February 13th. So if you log in now, it's going to be 7 days. You get all the stuff in there, and it is good stuff. And
Absolutely, and you know, if you haven't logged in for a while, you can still do that. If you have been logging in every day, you already have this completed, and you might be saying to yourself, Hulk, Iron Man, I don't need those guys if you haven't played this game for a while. Well, guess what? You might want to give it another shot because they got a little bit of a facelift and they're pretty darn
They are
good
6
now.
stars,
And
yes,
Stark
Alex.
Spidey is always great.
We
If you
already
haven't
got
played
them.
for a
If you
while,
have been
log
playing,
in,
you got
get
them.
those free
Because this
chances.
also
Right, he's
started
always
like a
been
while
good.
ago. I don't know why they're
Yeah,
only
I
talking
still
about it now.
remember the hype day. I was like, I chased him.
Oh, yeah.
I chased him.
He's great.
Where do you sign up for Hulk?
Great.
Nothing,
Now
you
I
just
have him
log in
6-star.
game.
Now I need him in 7-star.
You'll get there.
Yeah, I'm going to get there. All right, but also, in celebration of the release of Captain America Brave New World, make sure to log in between February 14th and March 31st, and you can pick up even more champions and more goodies. And what you got here is your chance to get, I'll give you 2 guesses of what champions are in that calendar.
If I had to guess, I would probably have to go with Captain America, Sam Wilson, and
Yeah, they're not
red.
going to give you a
Maybe
7-star
like
stack
Hulk.
for free.
Maybe Red Hulk?
Yeah. Yeah, I read what you were doing there.
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah,
That's looking pretty good.
Yeah, easy. Yeah, that's good. We can just move right on there. So yeah, make sure you're logging in. It's a 7-day calendar, just like the last one, and that will be going February 14th all the way to March 31st.
They copy-pasted the poster?
And that first day is.
I mean, it is a nice poster.
All right, now moving on. We've got some new quests going on here. We have our event quest.
All right,
unless they're giving us new difficulty.
Expect the event quest. Let's break it down. In a world of constant chatter, communication, updates, notifications, and more, it's odd to find a moment of silence. What's even more concerning is when that silence is surrounding the Avengers Tower. Eli Bradley and Joaquin Torres, aka Patriot and Falcon, will need to investigate.
That's how degraded the stream is to reading out the flavor text of goddamn event quest that's outdated by like 2 fucking generations of progression titles.
The whole picture, or will they be blinded by the sinister science of Zola? This event quest launches on February 5th and runs until March 5th. And keep in mind, if you're a Valiant player, exploring the new event quest and completing the Paragon Gauntlet will be a big source of refined experience points as you're on your journey up to level 70.
Sinister science of Zola?
Yeah.
I thought he was tech.
Well,
You need to calm down.
we'll
I
find out in
refuse.
just a few minutes.
You know what?
JG,
you know what I would reply to you with
Dave.
that?
Come on, man.
I'll have some more
I mean,
coffee.
it's technically not a spoiler.
It's a calming down
All right,
juice.
moving on. We have our side quest, and it is Till Deathless Do Us Part. So, Captain America Sam Wilson and the new Falcon, Joaquin Torres, are on a diplomatic mission to see if the Avengers can broker peace with the new Deathless faction that sprung up in the battle realm. Surprisingly, the Deathless are amenable to an alliance, but Sam, just one of many groups vying for the Deathless' support. The heroic duo will have to throw down against an array of villains,
Well, exactly,
all
YT.
competing
Exactly.
for the top spot as the Deathless' new best friends, or BFFs. So I find it hard to say Deathless in the plural. Deathlesses?
It's a tough one, lots of S's.
Yeah, Deathlesses. Yeah. Okay. All right. So, what do we got going on in this quest?
So, we got a simple one this month, Dave. There are no tokens, there are no entry requirements, just a new quest unlocked each week for 4 weeks. So each quest has 3 paths with 3 fights.
Yeah,
and a
well,
boss.
his profile
It
picture
all
did look a bit
contains
odd.
path rewards and an exploration reward, and as usual, you got your 5 difficulties. There'll also be solo events focusing on using Saga champs against defenders with the Romance and its complicated tags, while objectives focus on using Saga and Avengers champions.
Yeah. Actually, can we get that popped on screen? I know the way that our creators cover and people that are watching cover. We kind of listed
This is
out
literally
so
just
you can
reading
take
the in-game
screenshots
mail. That's
and
what
you
I
can
was
go
saying.
through, all of the details of our side quests.
Like,
here.
absolutely
So,
nothing they have said so
not
far has been
that
new or of
one.
any worth.
We are on.
Oop, that's a little later.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that is a little bit later. Little is, well, just no spoilers, right?
I know.
So just in case you need, you can just pop it on right there. That is the details. All right, now moving on.
Deathless
Looks
incursions, though.
We are in the champion section.
Oh,
and
I'm
I am
excited.
so excited, and I just can't hide.
I can't. I actually really love
know.
Deathless incursions.
Pop up that first deep dive.
To begin, block and strike the opponent to build your charges and push them back toward the wall. Focus on baiting heavies, and then, once they're almost at 2 bars of power, launch your special 1 to gain your Energize, Fury, and inflict your special 1 lock. Bait the opponent's special 2 while they're near the wall. Then, parry above 20 charges to inflict Sleep, and start chaining your heavy attacks. While performing your heavies, your disintegration debuffs will be paused, and once the opponent just about reaches 2 bars, launch your special attack to explode them and burst the opponent down. And if they aren't already wiped out, just repeat the process until they are. Now, if you're up against an opponent with a scary or unblockable special 2, you might want to choose the special 2 lock pre-fight instead to lock things down and make sure Zola's always in control. And don't forget, if you don't choose any of them, that cowardice on the opponent makes him very tanky when baiting the opponent's special attacks. And hey, if you happen to mess up, and trust me, we've all been there, Arnim Zola's got your back with that self-repair passive on his special 3 that regenerates 100% of missing health each time you use it. And not to mention, he'll also break the opponent's armor. But don't go too crazy, because each time you use this, that regen will take a lot longer to tick all the way to the top.
Nice, nice, nice. Oh, what do you got? What do you got in your hands there, man?
Oh, look at that. We got it right here. Shout out to my buddy Kabam Vincent for bringing that in.
look, it's
Letting us
Wi-Fi.
showcase
Yep.
this guy on the
He
stream. Look
does.
at how close that is. Look at how cool that is, man. It's so accurate. It's so accurate. This guy is such a cool champion, dude. Like, I'm so excited about this guy.
Yep, I see so much utility for his use, and
yeah.
he's essentially a Swiss.
This is Psycho Man 2.0.
Exactly.
Let's hope for a good one.
It works out just perfectly because that's exactly what Zola is. A Swiss Army knife.
That is
He's
right.
got so much utility in this kid. He's got, first of all, that bleed and poison immunity, which will always be relevant.
Yeah,
But what
I know that.
love
Need to know
are
how
those
much health that
combos
Bishop had.
where you can get the selectable special lock immunity between special 1 and special 2. Now, more often than not, right, you want to go for that special 1 lock. That's like you get his damage loop going with the heavy chaining in the corner. But if you're up against a defender with an unblockable special 2 or one that you're not really too comfortable with, you can lock that one on, just kind of fight normal, right? And just never have to bait that special 2. You just always bait the special 1. You're going to suffer within the damage department a bit, but that's where the utility trade-off comes into play.
I'm telling you, man, the only part I'm not a fan of is how fast you just glossed over the heavy chaining.
Oh, the heavy chaining is great.
The heavy chaining is
So
ridiculous.
why don't we take a peek of that?
We
with
could.
A
We could.
new
Who
thing
knows?
that we're trying here on the live streams. We're going to be doing some live gameplay. So I'm going to be running through with Zola live today.
Yep, and I've got the device right here,
Get
and
out
it's
of town.
appropriately colored for the theme today.
I
and
love it.
for the wide shot, you guys probably saw this down here. This is a box, and there's just something in it, and we'll talk about that later.
What's in the box?
Don't worry about it.
What's in the box?
Yeah, don't worry about it. We're
What's in the box,
Yeah, we're gonna talk
Dave?
about it later, man. It's
Okay, so
something
this
we
is
wanna
Realm of
share with
Legends.
everyone. All right, here we
Well,
go.
I'm excited. All right, so here we are on the pre-fight screen. We have I just look at his character animation, man. It is so cool. So we got. the
Arnim
pre-fight
Zola,
going
come
on,
on,
right?
guys.
Like I said,
Better than me.
more often than
Maybe.
not, when you want to go for a damage focus with this guy, you want to go for the special 1 lock. Now we're just gonna go right for Winter Soldier here, just for a little bit of a demo.
Hey,
Okay.
before you get started, someone in the chat said, "No pressure."
Dude, why would you say that?
No.
Now I was feeling good.
Yeah.
Now I'm feeling pressured.
Yeah, and now they love how many units we have too.
Oh well, I mean, those are all from Arena.
Yes,
All right,
that's
let's
right.
go.
Triangle,
That's right.
whatever it
All
is
right,
called.
so we got the
Mutant
special
Ninja
1
Turtles.
lock going down.
Okay, so
Okay, you want
he
to
looks
do
goofy
your
as
blocks
fuck,
here
though.
so you can get your ESP charges.
Yep.
Okay, once you get to 20, if you go for a parry, you can go ahead and you can put the opponent to sleep. Okay, get the little reparry going on there. All right, full combo into the special 1. We're gonna lock down that special 1 now. Okay, I'm gonna push him up to a special 2. If he throws it, there we go.
Very nice.
Boom, boom. Now, as you can see, the special 1 is locked. We have the unblockable from his SIG ability. We're still unblockable. We're going to go for the special 2 here and explode all of those disintegrations. His special 1 is still locked, as you can see. We could do that kind of thing. Bait out the special 2 again. Push him in the corner with the relic. Little trick there. And bam! Go for those special chains once again. Of course, stand your ground always comes up in these moments, right? But as you can notice, there are so many hits in his specials, and his heavy attacks, excuse me, right? So even if the first part gets blocked a little bit, usually, more often than not, it does connect in the end. But also, that's what the unblockable is there for in his SIG ability. So that's why I like to chase the 20 charges before we go for, you know, those heavy attacks.
Yeah, nice, dude. That was a nice debut of live gameplay.
Honestly,
How long was
I
that?
think it went pretty well.
Yeah. I think that SP2 is going to build up a lot of buzz.
Absolutely
Okay,
it will.
yeah.
So Zola,
Not worth it.
really excited about this guy. Dave, when can we get Arnim Zola?
Arnim Zola
No.
is going to hit
Maybe.
our eyes and
Not
our
to-
game in pre-release bundles on Thursday, February 6th, and in the Crystals and Arena on February 13th.
Sounds great, man.
That
I
sounds
know. I'm
absolutely-
Yeah,
excited.
the
Now,
burst
we
wasn't
have
that huge, was
another
it?
champion
We do
as
have
well.
another champion.
So, why don't we take a peek?
To begin, parry the opponent and perform light ending combos to stack on your 2 debilitate debuffs and start building your velocity charges. Bait a special while in defensive instinct to reapply your slow and shift to aggressive instinct. At this point, you can start inflicting your trauma. You can perform a second medium to switch back to defensive before baiting another special. And once you reach 10 velocity, use your special 2 to activate peak performance, combining both of your instincts. From here, stay aggressive and stack on all your trauma debuffs. And keep in mind, you can pause them one time between each special by dexing an attack. And once all your debuffs are built up, use your special 1 to gain your fury and burst the opponent down with your max stack of trauma. Keep in mind, his easy access to slow allows him to take care of those pesky evaders with ease. And his regen from specials combined with that bulwark passive and special weakness debuff makes him pretty tanky when you want to stay close and aggressive. And hey, those debilitate debuffs might come in handy if you find yourself fighting against any mystic champions who like to enchant you with their spells. Just remember, they max out at 2, so make sure Red Wing keeps that fight on lockdown.
I like that. Oh, we're back!
Yeah, sorry, we were just joking around a little bit. Yeah, so that is Falcon, Joaquin Torres, and he's looking pretty good, man.
It's pretty cool.
Got a lot of trauma. Got a lot of slow, and those debilitates are going to be pretty fantastic, not only for making your traumas
Thank you, Falcon.
goodbye, or so long. Sorry, stupid joke. We tried to talk about that yesterday. I said it was going to work. It's not working. And the debilitate for your favorite place
is nice.
Against the Enchantress. So as you may know, the Enchantress has her spells. They're a little tricky on defense, but the debilitate kind of cancels them out a little bit. Just 1-to-1 though. Now keep in mind, okay, he can only stack 2 of these, so you still have to play against the Enchantress's rules. You can't just completely.
Well, you can't necessarily say that I made just from
counter.
this.
He also has the bulwark when he's in his defensive instinct mode, allowing you to
How to
block
claim
the specials,
Twitch
get a
drops from
little bit of
mobile
regen
app?
back. He has the slow to counter her unstoppable. So he's got a lot of stuff.
I'm not
against the
entirely
Enchantress.
sure.
Yep. And speaking of slow, we've got a fight built up right here. I'm going to jump into a Juggernaut fight just to show how well he works. So here we go.
Absolutely. So
This
as you
is
can
the
see,
link that
start
I'm doing
off
it from.
With that slow
But I'm not
debuff
entirely
here,
sure how you do.
Dave's going for that light ending combo to get that debilitate. Now, when Juggernaut uses a special attack, that slow is going to re-inflict if he uses it here, as long as you don't switch that instinct, okay? So we're completely safe to bait a special attack from Juggernaut. All right, let's try to go for that special 2 bait. There we go. Look at that.
go.
Now we have 10 of our charges. We're going to go for that special 2 and activate peak performance. Sounds like a beak performance, kind of like the bird. All right, now we're going to be going for those light ending combos again as we're inflicting that trauma. And if we go for the special 1, we're going to gain that fury to increase our damage, our hit damage, which is going to in turn increase our trauma damage. Okay, so at this point, we're just kind of tacking on those traumas. We can pause our traumas by dexing in between special attacks, and he's finishing off with a special 2. That was a pretty darn solid fight, bud. I gotta
Thank you
tell
very much, man.
That
This
was
is my
clean.
live debut. You know, I haven't played a live game.
It's been a while for you.
For me, this is the first time I'm playing the game live on camera.
Yeah, in a very long time.
It has been like 4 years.
I know, you've gotten back into videos a little bit lately, but that was wow.
Yeah, I only do them like in the corner, so if I make a mistake, I'm like, that's cool, that didn't happen. I just edit it out and I just keep going. Yeah.
No, good
all right,
stuff.
cool. Yeah, heart pounding stuff here.
Absolutely. So another thing we do have to mention about Falcon here is that he also has a bit of that dex replacement in a way, right? So when he dodges backwards to dex and attack, he doesn't gain the precision buff.
And how long
from
was
the
this fight?
mastery. That
With
way,
class
against
advantage?
Mystic Dispersion, you don't really have to worry about that too much. He's got a lot of debuffs.
He has me on gunpoint. I do not.
Route, right? So a lot of nodes need the debuffs. He'll be good for that. Got that consistent slow.
Yep.
Yeah.
The consistent slow is like one of my favorites, though.
Yeah, it's nice.
You know, sometimes when you're running in, you've got like buff toggle, unstoppable.
Yeah.
You just kind of don't want to
It
think about it. You
definitely
want to
didn't
turn your
look
brain
awful.
off in those unstoppable fights. He starts right at the beginning,
Yep.
and he just keeps on going as long as you don't switch out of those modes, like you mentioned earlier. Yeah, it's a good time. It's a pretty good time. So,
110 with
Joaquin
class
Torres,
That's not
I think
great,
it's your
though,
turn to
is
talk
it?
about when we can see him in the contest.
Absolutely, guys. Look out
But it
for
is
his
solid.
pre-release bundle
Easy
on
access to slow is
February
very
18th,
great.
and he's going to be in Crystals and Arena on Thursday, February 27th.
Very, very, very nice. Also, I forgot to mention when we were talking about our giveaways, because I know your minds are probably on these two champions, like when can we get the giveaways, when can I win? In the past, we've only done our giveaways on Twitch. The other reason why we were bringing them in on Gleam.io so that we can include everybody. So we want to take questions in from our YouTube audience and from our Twitch audience together. It's just a more inclusive experience. So we're always looking to improve on this live stream. So do let us know what you think and ask away. So that will be coming up very, very soon. Now, next up on our agenda here, we've got some information about the daily super event. We have kind of a 2.0 thing coming out here.
Interesting.
Already.
Well, now that's pretty exciting.
Yeah.
That
Tell
is
me about
interesting.
Yeah, now while both of those champions did look sweet, I think the daily super event is just going to be a little bit sweeter here. So as you can see right on that homepage, you can see your progress for the daily super event happening right then and there. And I think that's going to make things a little bit easier.
Absolutely. You know, Dave, the daily super event is designed to streamline your daily play and aid in your progression. So we're making this even easier. From now on, you'll be able to view all your progress no matter where you are in the game without needing to interrupt your session by going to the solo event tab. And honestly, this is coming real soon. You'll be able to see this live in-game starting on February 3rd, which is just around the corner.
That's right around the corner. Next up, we've got our Deathless saga. Now, starting February 5th, the Deathless will be taking over the incursions.
Is that it?
We're going to get these theme zones. They're going to showcase new bosses.
Wait.
We got defending champion pools from the defensive
Super and
pools.
2.0 is just
Pill,
gonna...
and Decay as well. Let's go ahead and pop up our slide here so that we can get all the information on the board. And we will have some new theme bosses. Our two new bosses are going to be Iron Man and Juggernaut. So this time, these guys are going to stick around not only for that incursions, but they're also going to be on the next saga event as well.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So the defending champion
Yeah, I'm not going to
will
really complain
showcase
about
the
it. It's just
entirety
fake
of
out.
tech and the Mystic classes, minus those champions who are always in that cut defenders list. Now, as for attackers, if you don't have the Deathless champions, that's totally fine. Don't worry, you can still participate because any champion in the Decay or the Sugar Pill pool are going to be totally fine for this. And as always, the rewards are pretty good for the effort. If you get through your 15 zones, you get a full Tier 4 Alpha. You get a 1 to 2 gem, you get 25 Deathless 6 stones, and you also get some Titan and 7-star shards.
I'm always liking the Titan crystals, man. That's good stuff. I know sometimes people they save. They're like, I'm gonna wait till the next pool, but I'm still catching up. I'm just like, I'll just bang them out here. It's all good. Yeah, pop it on open.
It's a good Titan pool right now.
Yeah, I was trying to
get
get Spiral. I think I tried like 3 times, and I'm like, nope, just.
Yeah, we'll just keep spinning that crystal.
Yeah,
I mean, Deathless incursions.
Look at that. You see how that spreads around? Like everyone complains about it at first, and then as soon as someone gets a chance to, they just jump right on into the puns. Yeah,
I always wait for those. Deathless incursions are quite fun.
All of that. That sounded good.
It's always good fun.
Love, I think I mentioned it earlier, but
and we're gonna be able to play with Silk again, I think.
Love my co-host. I love the crew.
What?
Love the production.
Get out of town, dude. I love you too, man. I love everybody in this.
Yeah,
room.
we love all of that.
Meanwhile,
and
you
course,
guys are enjoying me
here
rather
with
than them.
Battlegrounds. So
hit that like button, and I will slap them.
Battlegrounds starting on February 12th until February 19th.
Off season.
It's going to be an off season. Very, very, very important detail there. There's a special new solo event and solo objective that will arrive to sweep every summoner off of their feet. Now, in the True Bromance solo event, complete matches in Battlegrounds to get exclusive titles, emotes, profile pictures, along with trophy tokens and other Battlegrounds items. The daily Battlegrounds solo objectives will reward more trophy tokens than normal, but this will only be available for a short time. So, yeah, jump on in and do the thing. Now, something I'm very, very excited about coming up here is for the first time on the live stream, I think for the first time, at least since I've been here, I would like to open some crystals live
Oh,
Yeah.
You're going for the RNG featured Valiant
Well,
crystals
also
here,
because
dude?
I
I
have
get a
this
paper,
peak
got
phone.
feeding
So,
live and
okay.
come and take. All right,
Sure.
come and get it.
I
Come
know
and get
this
it, big
is-
dog.
So here we go. We're gonna.
Are they really?
All
pop
right,
one.
now, keep in mind that these don't always go how you want them to go, but put it on
They
the
also
spinner.
don't, and this is also not a real account. Even though we earned all those, definitely earned all those units
Of
on this
course.
account. So we all know I like to spin, right?
course.
I like to spin.
Spin to
I like
win,
to
dude.
tap, spin to win.
But they're spinning
Okay,
shit on their
spinning
fake
what we got
accounts
here.
on
All right, so
stream
looking like
now.
we're going to be getting... Oh, a 6-star house.
hey!
All right, that's actually really good.
That is really good.
All right.
Oh, brother.
Looking forward. We're looking forward to 7 star. I'll tell you what,
man.
Dave. I'm telling you, dude. This is gonna be a 7-star.
Yeah. Okay.
You shut your dirty mouth!
Yeah. You know something? I know you know a lot,
Yeah.
but
Stupid
you don't know everything.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Tap that crystal,
Yeah.
bud.
Okay. Okay. Here we go. What do we got?
I rest my case.
Nah. Nah, you didn't know that.
Wow, I just got a big headache.
I knew that.
Everybody knows the alliance trick,
What, a
right?
train
Go
or
in
something?
and you look at the thing while your alliance buddy, and then you
Of
can
course,
tell
you
when
got
it's
the
gonna be
seventh
while
eye,
it's
yeah?
still spinning, and
Yeah.
then you make everybody think
You
you're
think
psychic.
you think
yeah.
that's
Of
how I did
course,
that?
like-
That's exactly how. Well, yeah, sure, exactly.
7
not
stars
how I
on
did
like a
it.
couple of
I'll tell you what.
random
Spin
crystals.
another one.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
not
yeah, what's
rigged
this
at
one,
all there.
Einstein? What's this one?
It's not gonna be good.
What if it is?
It's not. It's not gonna be good.
That shit's
it
rigged
is,
as fuck.
It's a 5-star Kamala Khan.
You think you're tough, buddy?
Yep.
Spin another one.
I don't. I think.
another
one.
I think
Why?
Sweater would disagree with you.
Yeah, well, that's okay. He's not here. Spin
Yeah,
another
it's
one.
One more.
Well,
Okay,
like
here we go.
genuinely, like
I'll tell you exactly
I
what
mean,
it's
I,
gonna be.
I am
Yeah.
afraid I know
gonna be a
exactly
7-star
why, because this is for them to kind of like
What do you guys think?
entice
What do
and
you guys in
tempt
chat think?
people
What
into
do you
spinning
think?
crystals or shit
7-star
like that.
Luke
But
Cage, yes or no? What do we
the
got?
fuck?
What do we got?
This is so lame.
They're saying it's rigged. Is it rigged? No, I don't think
This
so.
is so fucking lame. 2 7 stars out of 5 crystals. This shit ain't fucking real. I need to open fucking 200 crystals to get 2 7
How
stars.
about that, buddy? How about that,
There's
buddy?
no way you knew that. There's no way that you knew that.
What just happened then?
There's no way you knew
Oh
that.
my
just happened
fucking
now?
like.
Yeah, okay, all right.
So I'm not
Well,
showing
why don't you
that.
tell
Like,
everybody how you knew. If you
Fuck
knew
off,
that, why
you
don't you just tell
losers.
everybody
I'll tell
how
you what,
know?
Dave. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about
It's
the
like,
premium
God, fuck's
crystals
sake.
parade. So, I think we have a clip here outlining what just happened. So, look at this over here. For featured Valiant crystals, we got guaranteed 7-star champion in 11 crystals. Let's go for a 10 pop here and look at that.
Ah, they're doing
7
it.
stars, right? But that's okay. We're gonna spin out another one with 1 crystal remaining. We are guaranteed a 7-star champion. And check it out.
Ah, they're
On the
fucking-
spinner, here comes a 7-star version of Symbiote Supreme. That is right. Every 30 crystals in this system is guaranteed to give you 1 7-star. Every 5 crystals is guaranteed a 6-star. Every 200 is guaranteed to get you the featured 7-star crystal. You can track your progress in the tab, okay? And this will carry over from featured Valiant crystal to featured Valiant crystal. Tell us a little more about it.
Yeah, man. So let's pop up that item on the screen just so we can support our content creators, and it's just a little bit easier for everybody to follow.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so targeting your champion has never been easier, right? But I think there are a few caveats to clear up here first, right? So every 30 crystals is a 7-star, sounds like it's a guarantee that every 30 is going to happen, right? But let's say you open 5
And you get a 7-star.
and you get a 7-star,
That
right?
30 is going to reset.
Right, the 30 resets, and then you start again. So this is more so like, hey, if you've gone 10 and then you buy another, and if you're anything like me, you're like, you know what, I'm just going to buy another 10 because, I like, pain and anguish.
Absolutely.
I'll just buy another 10. But on that 30th, you will get that 7-star, right? Also, every 5, you get that 6-star. But this stretches beyond that. It goes even further because as a Paragon, you can do this too. It's just that it's just a little bit different. So every 60 will be a 7-star.
And also every 10 will be a 6-star, right? So 60 for 7-star, 10 for 6-star. And also our Paragon crystals have expanded not only to Thronebreaker, but also
to Cavalier.
To Cavalier.
So that's a lot of fun. Now, one thing to note, of course, that we are going to be testing this out first with a limited pool of Luke Cage, Nova, and Hood, 3 separate pools. But like we said, that carries over from pool to pool. So if you're one of those people who open up those featured Valiant crystals every single time, like myself, and never get the featured 7-star, well, eventually the pity system will show some mercy.
Yeah, yep. So let's like clear this up a little bit, right? So when you're chasing the featured 7-star, right?
Yes.
And you're just like 1 away, and you're like, you know what? I saw on the wonderful deep dives, and I saw on the great live stream what's coming next. You can just wait and be like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm definitely getting that. Like, I know for a fact I'm getting that champion.
And that's something that's very exciting to me personally, especially if you're looking to chase a particular champion.
Yeah, I'm liking it. So
Making it
you can
easier
keep an
for
eye
you
out
to
for this.
yeah.
It's coming very soon. Look at our channels on forums, on Discord, our socials. We'll be announcing it. It's going to be coming out very soon.
Very soon.
Very soon.
It's exciting stuff.
Most important, make sure you give us feedback. We're going to be opening up channels on the forums and on Discord as well. So keep an eye out for that. Let us know what you think about it before you see it, and then let us know what you think about it once it's in game. Let us know if you love it, if you don't love it. It's all in testing right now. So
and that's why we're starting out with the limited 3 pools of Hood, Luke Cage, and Nova.
Exactly. All right, coming up next, we've got our Valentine's Day sale coming up.
That's right.
Yeah, we got some new offers. We've got a Love and War box. Yeah, and this should look familiar to you if you've jumped in on the Glorious Guardians Banquet box that we had during Banquet. It's very similar. And
look at that champion pool. I am very excited about all of these champions in the Valentine's Day sale. So we have a first appearance of She-Hulk, a first appearance of Iceman as a 7-star, the first opportunity to naturally dupe 7-star Gwenpool, and hey, if you haven't gotten lucky and gotten that Ultron from Raids yet, or if you have and you want to dupe, you can get Ultron as well. On top of that, there's
wait. You said you said Iceman?
I did say Iceman.
Oh, that's cool.
It is cool.
Okay.
All right, chill out, man. So on top of that, we also have Longshot making an appearance over from Omega Days, and Superior Iron Man, who is a very strong champion as well.
Yep, and on top of that, we've got 7-star Awakening gems coming on in.
Absolutely.
We've got 2 to 3 rank up gems coming on in. And that's actually really good because if one of the things that I needed in order to become Valiant, I don't know if I told you I got Valiant. Did I mention that? Oh, I mentioned just like once or twice. Yeah. Getting a rank 3 7-star is one of the things you need to do in order to do that. So this is just another avenue in order to do that.
Absolutely. Now, on top of that, for these events, right, if you're going to be engaging with it, I do always recommend you do it through the web store, because on the web store there is also a milestone track that has items like a Titan Nexus Crystal, all of the Romance 2 to 3 gems, Romance Awakening gem as well.
Yep.
Plus,
yeah, exactly. This doesn't feel like a live stream for updating what's happening. It just feels like fucking
That's right.
And on top of all
ads
of
now.
that, in traditional Valentine's Day MCOC style,
Here are all the ways we made spending money for you guys better and more convenient in the game.
That's right. And also, we mentioned promo codes. Like, we're not doing it on this live stream because it is in the Twitch drops, but make sure you keep an eye out for your favorite creators out there, because we are going to be giving them an exclusive promo code that only they will have, and that is how you're going to get some pretty great stuff. Are we allowed to say what the stuff is that we're... No, I'm just going to leave it as a surprise.
Just keep it a surprise.
Keep it a surprise.
Just make sure you stay tuned and keep those eyes on those MCs.
Yeah, 7-star Iceman and She-Hulk coming.
That's just like the surprise that's in the box here.
I really want to know.
It's probably it's going to be another $500 to $800 event, no less than that.
All right, next up we have a quick update on our Summoner Sigil. We are hitting Summoner Sigil, just launching. It's 2.0.
I will not
just
have a
launched.
code.
So if you haven't jumped on it yet, make sure that you do that. It is our brand new subscription service, and you don't have to go in and manually do
money. Let's talk about more money.
It's great. There's more value, and of course you can purchase it on the Summoners Market, which is where the
It's like,
money
hey, we
is
just
at.
started talking
You
about
can't
the
forget
offer,
about
so let's
the
get it.
Summoners
Oh,
Market.
no
So
money.
jump in there
Oh, no
and
worries.
check
You don't
that
have
out.
$800. At
And
least
also,
subscribe us for $10 a month.
You know, on top of that, you know, the sigil did just launch. There has been lots of feedback. We have been reading all of the feedback, and we're taking some of that to heart. We are making some changes with the sigil already. Not launching right away, but you can expect it sometime very, very soon. Not going to give an exact date because we still have to build it out. But in the weekly package, we're going to be adding in some of those sigil potions, plus some of those war and champion boosts. And we're going to be bringing back the featured 6-star crystal in the black ISO market for a discounted amount of shards.
Very, very nice. And also, for the early adopters, we got something for you as well. Just keep an eye out on the community channels. We're going to be giving you more details about that. We're just always listening. Continue giving us feedback, and we'll keep on iterating.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I don't get to say iterating. You know, I only really started saying iterating when I started working here. It's like
it's a good word.
Iteration and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. All right. So now we're at the point where we are going to do a giveaway. So let's pop up that giveaway screen so everyone knows what to do. This is going to be for 5 Titan crystals. Now, to be clear, that is not 5 for one person. We have 5 to give away, so there's going to be 5 lucky winners. We're going to be announcing those winners at the end of the stream. Make sure you jump in, playcontestofchampions.com/stream giveaway /
I don't know how to fucking do this.
It's not going to work for whatever reason. Yeah, that's a very special URL. So go ahead and jump on in, and we're going to keep an eye on who is entering. Now, one thing to note, make sure that you are entering your username and your email. So your username in the game, so your in-game name in MCOC, and then the email associated with your MCOC account, so that we know, you know, who to contact or an email that we can contact you with to give you your stuff. So again, playcontestofchampions.com / stream giveaway with the / So if it doesn't work, you probably forgot the /. So just throw that in there, and then we will get on moving. And then after that, I think, yeah, let's just go ahead and get this thing done. Yeah.
All right, now we got some really exciting stuff that we're going to be jumping into. We talked about champions, we talked about features, we talked about new events. Now it's time to jump into some big, exciting end game content. So, coming up soon, you may have noticed him in a certain Deathless trailer. There's a new character coming to MCOC, and his name is Aries. Now, we do have the creator of Aries in MCOC. Here with us today, we have Stuart.
Yes, that's right. I have escaped my cage once again.
We let him out briefly. Do not worry, he will be going back in.
Oh, that is because Aries is an absolute
Here's the link
animal.
to that thing.
Absolutely. Stuart, we're so happy to have you on the stream, dude. You do such incredible work, and we're so happy to be able to put a face to the
Show us how to do it.
For those of you who don't know, Stuart has created such fantastic champions like Spiral, Black Cat. Who are some of your favorite champions that you made?
I mean, that's...
So I just entered here.
Who's your favorite child?
Of course,
and then it did it automatically, basically.
Play
concept champions.
I have one, so I have a favorite.
That's fair.
That's fine. But you know, you never forget your first.
Absolutely, fantastic.
.com
probably still one of the ones that is most dear to my heart.
And she's great.
Yeah.
Giveaway. Here you go.
Also worked on some other bosses.
Absolutely, and we'll definitely get into those in just a second.
Before we do that, here's the link.
I want to ask you, so what was it like to work on a champion
like Aries, the link.
A boss like Aries? What was that process like for you, and, you know, how was it?
Yeah, so I worked on this boss in concert, really, with Kabam.
It's really quiet, isn't it?
Both of us had a lot of input on this champion, and what we were trying to do...
Wait, did he design Gladiator or Aries?
Boss that could basically be the figurehead and ongoing, like, kind of master of end game content going forward. And what that meant to us was creating a boss that had an element where we could recycle certain parts of their mechanics and kit so that our players could have a consistent challenge that they were somewhat familiar with, but we could also revamp the skill ask each time. So what this allows us to do is give a a new and exciting challenge while not overwhelming our players in terms of just having to constantly
He does look quite cool.
a new entire boss each time.
That's really interesting. So it seems like you've put a lot of thought into this, and there's a lot of different things going on. Now, you have, like you mentioned, created a bunch of bosses already. A bunch of people are kind of viewing you as like
No,
the
he's gonna be
guy
boss
lately. So who else have you created, and most importantly, what have you learned from those designs and experiences that you put into Aries?
Yes, so I have.
I think there's going to be
created
several
so far
versions
the
of him,
Nameless
and one of them might be
Grandmaster
playable,
boss
but who
fight
knows.
and the Glycon boss fight. And summoners have defeated my previous children, and I am here to use those learnings to make someone even stronger. So you fools, you have done naught but make me more powerful.
You know, a more powerful Stuart. That's just makes me shake.
Yeah. Well, someone did say Glycan was dope, so that is you're getting confirmation right then and there, and I tend to agree.
Glycan was dope, and I do know the boss that Stuart's working on next. I'm not going to say it, but I will just say I am very excited for the next one.
Me too.
Personally.
Me too.
So we saw that clip of his animations, and they look insane. His basic attacks are crazy. His special attacks
like
are
how
kind
I
of
still don't
insane.
get
Now,
how
I
like
do
a
believe
couple
there's
like they
something going
can
on
be
with the special. I'm not gonna give
so
away all the
infuriating.
secrets here today because we have to leave some of that to the player experience. But do you want to give us a little bit of a hint as to how the special attacks work?
Sure, I can explain them in part. Essentially, when fighting Aries, you're not going to be able to rely on your typical patterns of just dexing a special attack. First of all, Aries is going to root you right in front of him. This is not your normal root, but a special type that just keeps you right in front of Aries. And from there, you are going to have to perform a specific action in response to each one of his weapons. You mentioned my previous bosses, one of them being Nameless Grandmaster, taking inspiration in some ways from the Nameless Grandmaster Special 1 mechanic, where he gives you a bunch of prompts, and then you have to perform those in time with his hits. This is like a micro-condensed, hyper-aggressive version of that. Unlike the Grandmaster, Aries is not going to mix up his prompts on each special, but summoners will have to watch out because in later phases, Aries will randomly choose which special that he throws, meaning you're going to have to learn quickly how to tell what special he is throwing and figure out what your response is going to be.
Wow. Now, that's really interesting. That seems like something we've never really experienced in MCOC before. So I'm really excited to jump in there, try out that fight. I did notice in that Special 3, we did see another...
Aries will be either 9.2 boss or
Hercules.
he will
now,
be
those two are related.
Like you didn't think about them,
Gauntlet of Pain boss or both.
They're related in some way, right?
Yes.
Hey,
Aries
hooray
and
for big
Hercules
fucking
are
boss
brothers,
coffee mug.
in the Greek pantheon, and they do not have a affable relationship.
So naturally, Hercules is going to go in and just smash this guy like he always has, right?
Actually, Aries has been preparing for this very occasion, and the amount of power gain that he will just have against Hercules is truly insane.
It's so fun.
Oh yeah, of course, mandatory
I love the
fucker
thematics there
tactics.
between that. And so essentially, don't go in there with Hercules. It's not going to go, well, what do you think? Do you think Hercules could do it?
I mean, I dare anybody to try.
So probably not Hercules. Stuart has dared you. There is a challenge. I look forward to seeing someone trying that, but what would your recommendations be in this fight? Like, what kind of advice, what sort of champions would you recommend bringing in?
Yeah, so Aries cuts out a lot of traditional damage sources. So your champions who do rely on like burst damage or damage over time effects are not going to be any better, really, than any other champion. This is something carried over from like Glycon, it had this mechanic. And what that means is that you may want to, instead
Arena
of
challenge
how you
defeat
are going
Aries
to
with
deal
Kirk,
damage to
probably.
Aries, think about how you are going to stay in the fight long enough to play into Aries' natural damage.
Which is bigger.
The more you dodge and avoid his specials, the more
I should
vigors
have
you
them
will
too then.
And you want to carry those vigors across the phase so that you can
Yeah.
damage Aries and get him to the next phase.
Can I get anything else?
It may be difficult to do that if you die.
Absolutely.
Well, there is
give me some more
like that.
stuff.
But essentially, what I've been having a lot of success with is thinking about taking in champions with good survival mechanics. Outside, not really regen. He has some anti-regen.
Wait for the
mechanics,
Okay.
But
No, this is the
champions
same
who are
old
really
mic,
good at damage
but I'm glad it's on
mitigation,
better.
who are just good at staying alive in the fight.
Okay.
One thing that is worth noting that for the Aries does respect tenacity, not the MCOC mechanic, but the human trait. And if a champion continues to come against him, he will give them persistent vigors that will stick around. So if you're just continuing to go against him, you're going to be doing a little bit more damage to him every time.
Wow. Okay. So it seems like, you know, it won't kind of build up that experience of like.
What is the
going
next
in,
mammoth
failing,
content?
going
We don't know
frustrated,
nothing yet.
More frustrated.
Aside
and
the
moving
fact
on
that
to
there's
the
going to be
fight,
18
and then
new
just, like,
sales mechanics.
throwing those revives and units down the drain, right?
Yes.
You kind of like almost get rewarded for having that moxie
For
of
trying.
coming back and trying.
Yeah, you will always make progress in the fight.
I love that. That's a great mechanic to the fight. I do think that. Now I did notice you said something like Aries is here to stay.
Yeah, I'm not
You
gonna
said
trash talk
that.
this guy
Is
at
he
all.
gonna be like a mainstay?
Yeah. that was
Least
gonna go too. I have other
objectionable
questions as
person
well, but
in
yeah,
that
let's,
room,
let's,
as far as I'm
let's
concerned,
jump on
at
that
the
first.
moment.
Yeah, so Aries is intended to be something of a mainstay in endgame content, like Eternity of Pain style content, where you will probably encounter him numerous times. And we expect to be making changes to his special attacks and possibly some of the under the hood rules mechanics that are affecting the fight. Possibly swapping out phases in the future, testing things, but overall making sure that it is kind of the same Aries that you can learn to grow and get better at fighting, and just making sure that there's kind of this adversary for you to better yourself against, and he will also better himself against you as well.
I like that. Okay, what was your question?
Yeah, the question was about the different colors.
Yeah.
Right, that was like visually interesting, and having fought some of your previous children, I just want to know, like, was it kind of the same? Did you take inspiration from that? Because the way you describe the fight does feel a little bit of like taking a piece of
Interesting way to
Grandmaster
word
and
things,
taking a
though.
piece
Having
of,
fought
like,
some of your
Lycan and
previous children.
all those bits and pieces. I know you kind of mentioned that.
Sounds
but
like it was a
the
domestic
colors, I think, was
situation.
pretty interesting.
Yeah, I mean, so all good design comes from other sources.
I mean, I don't
and
mind the
is
idea,
remixed
that's all.
into creating something new. And in this case, I absolutely did take inspiration
I heard
from
Mika says
those
he goes,
elements.
no, he
the
does
colors
not.
specifically, as we went along, we were trying to do everything in our power to make sure that it was a fair
Send who to jail?
experience, trying to take out the, avoid these special attacks. And that went through ebbs and flows of being more and less fair during development. And one of the things that we ended up doing was making sure that whenever the weapon changes, because Aries has this cool hilt that can basically become any weapon he wants. Every time that weapon changes, we have it flash a different color. So if you learn to identify which color is associated with which weapon, that can help you understand which action you are going to take next, or which special he is currently using.
Not
and
my
that can help
problem.
you remember which pattern to use.
Nice.
Very cool.
And that's very Glycan too.
It
right?
is.
Because even though we had like, unstoppable versus unblockable, you knew what color to look for, just kind of out of the corner of your eye, and be like, okay, I know what special's coming. So I mean, it almost feels like you kind of wanted to train them up for this thing that's like even more, more complex than it was before. You're just kind of building on it. So yeah, that sounds great. I can't wait to try the fight.
Total
You get
entries.
smashed and then mastered.
No, there we go.
I can't wait to try it either.
Wait,
This
your
is
entries?
the first time I get to fight
Whoops.
Aries. What quest
Crap.
do we get to fight Aries in?
Ah,
We're gonna finish
well,
that.
you are looking forward to the Epic of Pain.
The Epic of
The
Pain.
Epic of Pain.
Wow.
One
okay,
second.
now I'm really excited about that. And I asked Stuart a question I already knew the answer to because we have the designer of the quest in the house as well. Let's get that sorted. Stuart, thank you so much for joining us today. It was an absolute pleasure to have you on the stream.
Absolutely. Yeah, hope to see you soon.
Back to the cage I go.
Absolutely. Get in there. Get designing your next channel.
Okay, somehow did it with Twitch.
All
That's
right,
fine.
let's see some of those Aries animations one more time while we do a little bit of a mic swap.
Stream delete? Nah, it's fine. Yeah, I know. Change the Gulag Master? Who is the Gulag Master? So 20. Whoops.
Oh, how about that?
One second.
That is one really great way to be intro.
Oh, right. You are
Yeah, that is really
absolutely
good. All right,
correct.
so
Sai popped in.
here we are to talk about the epic
Sorry,
of pain.
my brain
or
has been
the
cooked by
epoch
them.
of pain. So
But
I have
you
a
are
question
entirely
out there,
correct.
Since we have this international audience, like we were talking about this yesterday, we're like, is it the epic? Do we do it with epic with an IC, or do we call it epoch?
You know,
of
I've
pain?
been doing Epoch for a very long time, and then I heard Kevin say Epic.
I thought it was Epoch as well when I was making it.
Yeah, but
I
then he
started
said it's
looking
like
up the
it's
definition,
either
and it
one, and
says-
then I thought about it, right? And it's like it's like, oh man, Aries,
We're getting
like
a lot
all
of
this
epochs.
stuff.
We're getting pox in here.
Yeah, see a lot of people say
Yeah.
Epoch.
Sounds cooler.
Yeah.
But then you think
I
like
saw
like
Tupac's at one
that-
point. But
okay.
all right.
But then you hear like like an epic, like a
Yes.
grand story, like type
Who
of
might
thing.
that
You have
be?
all of these,
I have a feeling
you know,
that
this
I know who that
culmination
is.
of this
Yeah.
quest here. It's like an epic of pain.
Yeah. Yep. Look, it's looking even. It
Either
looks
way, so you know what?
epoch and
You
epic.
can say
All right, we
whatever
got
you
that.
want. Doesn't matter, just as long as you know it's coming. We got Kevin,
We got
the
Kevin in the
designer
house.
of the epic Epoch of Pain in the house. Why don't you tell us a little bit about this quest? Tell us about the format. The
There looks
structure.
bored. He ain't the
What do you
only
got
one.
going on here, Kevin?
Sure. So yeah, this is the finale of the seasonal Everest stuff that we've been doing for the last year. I think kind of expected by some people, but you know,
Yes.
a little bit different than the last time we did one of these with the Eternity Pain Acceptance. So we're taking all of the fights from the previous seasons, putting them into one map. Everybody expects that. But we've got them split.
Make
into
them
different
stop. I
paths.
wish
We're
I
doing something a bit
could.
different with how we want people to approach it. So there are 4 paths, but they're kind of split into 6 chunks you'll need to do. Because if I
You've got to do better.
Kabam. Split into 3 different class gates. So left side is tech science, middle is skill cosmic, and then right side is mystic mutant. And that's going to determine who you can have on your team. Previously, we've done a
thank
lot
you,
of
though.
stuff with objectives being outside of quests that require people to bring in certain things, and we are trying to
Sure.
avoid the issue that I know
We'll do
people
the
run
same,
into,
though.
where they go into the quest and they
Thank
think
you
their
very
team
much.
is matching the objectives, and it turns out they missed something or the filtering was off, and they don't get that objective done. So you're going to be locked by these gates, basically, to determine what you can do in the quest and how you can proceed. There's also a lot of focus on 7 stars. You're going to need at least 2 7 stars on your team for half of the paths, and 3 7 stars on your team for the full path. And it's a team of 3. And it's 6 fights per path, and then you've got Aries at the end. Nice, pleasant finisher.
That sounds that way. So that's really, really. It seems pretty straightforward this time. Which I really appreciate that. Like the added level of difficulty is there, of course,
Yes.
in the gauntlet style.
And I forgot to mention, there is one added thing. There's a little extra spice on each path, a small node. They're not too complex. Think like, like a Hurt Locker style node, something like that, but something a little extra to kind of
Yeah, I am
path
quite
and
excited for
maybe
this,
help
not gonna lie.
determine the champs you're going to bring within those class restrictions.
Nice. So yeah, I love that. I love how it still kind of keeps the theme of going through these gauntlets with like a specific style of champions, but it's kind of like built in. It's baked in. You don't have to do
Headbutting the
extra
windshield for
work.
entertainment.
Go on your champion,
Let us know how that goes.
out, seeing who you're
What
gonna
if
use,
you are
and
colorblind against
drag and
Aries?
drop in.
Then you better have
class.
fat pockets.
Like
Then you
questing
better
experience.
check in the disability
There's a
check.
little bit of like
put in.
choice in there as well, because when you go through those class gates, you're going to have a choice of 2 paths after that. So, one path might be more suited to the skill roster. you have.
Yeah, I'll make
The
a
other
summary,
path is
Aston.
suited to your
There are a
cosmic.
few
Another player
things.
might find, different in what they want to do. It really just depends on
Aries boss.
Now, would I be able
PT
to do
pulls.
skill for both of those paths?
Yeah, you can mix up either of those 2 classes that the gate allows you for your team on that path. So you can
Okay.
have full team of skill, full team of cosmic, or a mix of the 2 classes.
So there are 4 paths, but I believe you do have to go through 6 runs of this, correct?
Yeah, so there's
6
4
runs.
distinct lanes of defenders, but you're going to have to rerun some of the lanes twice because of how it splits.
Okay.
Nice. Hey, can we pull that up, Fenton? Let's get that on the screen as we go through the format of our Epoch of Pain.
Absolutely.
Or Epic.
Epic of Pain. So there are a lot of fights in here, right? And you've designed a lot of them. Now, I do believe your unofficial title here is Kevin the Pain Designer.
Yes.
Right?
6
So
runs.
we've had our Pain quest for quite a while now. It's been many years we've been doing this, and you've designed many of these fights.
Yep.
Many of them I've had a great time with. Many of them have made me send you very angry PMs. Sorry about those. So what would be some of your favorite fights in this one that you've designed?
From this one, I think one of the favorite ones I did
I
was
doubt
the
he has sent
Spring
a
of
single
Sorrow,
angry
the
DM
Iron
to
Fist
that guy.
fight.
Yeah.
What do you miss?
Really
A lot of
fun
rage
character
from
who-
me.
I mean, fortunately or unfortunately,
Then
did not have
me
much
nearly
going on for
falling
him in this
asleep.
bit, and really try to boil it down to kind of feeling like this almost like martial
I'll make a
arts
summary
fight where,
video,
you know,
don't worry,
like
Sith.
debuffs and buffs were not allowed. It was a lot of you know, just playing into like the raw skill of the game really, and playing around the nodes in that regard. So that one was really fun to kind of bring out the theme of just like sort of a martial arts fight.
Yeah, I remember that had the inexorable as
Yes.
well in that one, right? Yeah, that was a fun fight.
Yeah.
So I really enjoy the fights that you go in and they seem impossible at first, right? And that's one of those where you're like, what?
No,
is
they have
this?
not said that it
No
would,
buffs,
yeah.
no debuffs. He's just smashing me with these specials. It's like the inexorable, I can't move him back. And then you keep trying it and you keep trying it, and eventually you're like, this is one of the coolest fights I've ever done. So I love that. That is so much fun.
I assume there's gonna
And
be
once you
same
actually
million-ish
beat them,
health
then you
balls.
get like the rest of the fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's that look like? Are we ready to talk about that?
Sure.
These should be permanent,
All
roll.
right, so obviously this is a tough
Sorry,
quest.
not
We got a
roll, but
lot of
manual.
fights. We got Aries. Let's look at the
Will
rewards.
Aries be added as
Alright.
a playable champion? Doubt it.
Roll it.
But maybe.
I think we have a panel for the
Yeah,
rewards.
we had something for that. There we go.
There
All right,
it
here we
is.
go.
All right, so
Yeah, I figured it's gonna have
for
single catalyst.
completion, one path of this quest, you're going to be getting a 2 to 3 rank up gem, tier 4 alpha, 3 of them, 4 of them, I believe actually, a bunch of tier 4 alpha, regardless, a Titan crystal, experience points, tokens, a special title, and a tier 7 basic catalyst. That's for one run. But if you do all 6, if you go for the exploration, you'll be getting a rank 3 to 4 rank up gem crystal. So for the majority of the player base, this will be your
Alright.
first opportunity
Alright.
to get your first
Good
rank
old format
4.
games.
Also,
I
there's
say
a
it.
Titan Nexus, a 7-star 1 of 5 Nexus crystal, a 7-star generic Awakening gem crystal.
Hey, those are
with a
some
profile picture
very,
and some
very good
experience
rewards, though.
tokens. One thing I do have to call out here is that tier 7 basic in completion, if you engaged in Banquet a little bit and did the Karina's challenges for the 10th anniversary, you could potentially have 2 rank 4s on day 1. So that first rank 4, if you have somebody in mind that you really want to tank up, but there's that random gem in exploration, you can kind of go with your favorite first.
Well, through my lens, I'm looking at that completion rewards, right? Completion rewards has another 2 to 3 gem. Because
Yep.
I don't know if I told you, but recently I just
Doesn't
became
look
Valentine.
bad, yeah, at all.
Yeah,
You're
I
right.
don't
Because
know
there's
if I
like
mentioned that.
It's the first time I'm hearing that.
I'm just letting everybody
Chests,
know
1 per class,
that
so
if
it's gonna
there's-
be 3
If you're
chests.
looking to become Valiant,
6,000
right, there is
Awakening
yet
gem
another
shards.
avenue for you to get a rank 2 to 3 gem.
150
and there's
random
some
6
tier 4
stones.
alpha in there as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So
Tier
I
four,
watched 2
3 of them.
gems.
On top of that, as well, on top of the great completion and exploration rewards, there are 6 paths. That means there are 6 chests.
Yes.
Right?
Oh, no,
so
6
these
chests.
chests are
Alright,
really
cool.
fun. They're class-based.
Even better.
You get a 7-star class hero crystal, 4 tier 6 class catalyst. You get a 7-star 1 to 2
Epoch of
class
permanent
gem,
content?
50 class signature
I
stones,
believe so.
and 2,000 awakening gem shards, which is going to put you just a little bit over, forming another
Generic
random
7-star awakening gem, yes,
So
that
the
is sexy.
overall exploration of this is very, very juicy. Generic and random gem, 3 to 4 rank up gem, Titan Nexus, 7-star Nexus.
Do I get a
outside.
membership?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No,
big.
you
I
do
do
not
have a question.
membership.
I saw a bunch of people asking a bunch of times. They're really excited about Aries, right? And they're saying, are we ever going to be able to play him?
Who could say?
Is he going to be released as a champion we can play? And I'm just like, not right now, right? But who's to say? If you've seen what's happening,
Yeah, the
over
ones
the
are a little
last,
better
like,
than I
year,
expected
right?
as well.
Some of these bosses have returned in like Deathless versions,
Yeah.
and you can earn them. But yeah, that's just not a thing that we're doing right
Only
now.
time will tell.
Now, Aries, okay, one more question. Just because I know from talking to all of you, like there's just a very specific thing that you built about Aries. And I think it's pretty cool because there was a lot of effort put into it, and it allows for some pretty cool stuff. I would love for you to expand.
Sure, yeah. So Stu touched on it a bit, but the really big push that like both of us wanted for Aries was obviously to have this kind of mainstay boss in Everest. Everest has not really had consistent, unique new bosses. There's obviously the nameless revisions of certain bosses and those things, but haven't really had that like unique boss for it. And
Ever,
so
really,
yeah.
ever.
And one of the things we wanted to do is basically build a boss that we could build
how it does
on
take
and
3 hours. It will
modify.
take 3 hours.
So
To
a
complete,
lot of the
probably
push
not.
was for this kind of modular style of fight where like a lot of it is animation based, and then we can change those animations in the future to change up the difficulty and the challenge. Obviously, we can change the phases and what he asks for you in each of those as well, but this was really kind of a push to do that animation style difficulty that we've never really done before. Obviously, this is the first iteration. It's going to be challenging. It's going to be something for people to learn. There are no HUD icons, I'll tell you right now. There's no HUD icons telling you what to do during his special attack. There might have been at one point, but like Stuart was saying, we wanted to pump the difficulty bit, so there are none now. You have those colors and that shading and that VFX that we talked about, but a lot of it is going to be getting used to his animations, learning his animations, and reacting to his animations.
That's so exciting. I can't wait. I cannot
Again,
wait.
Deathless guillotine from
Aries
5k units.
For the first time.
If that's
on
is that the only one you're
February
missing?
12th, which is coming just around the
soon.
corner again. There's so much content
there's a
popping
lot
out
of
in
stuff.
February. It's going to be such an exciting month.
Another brand.
I'm down for it, man. And now that I'm in my brand new progression level, I can jump on it and try it out, and I can be,
Sure,
part,
sir.
of, be a part of. Look, man, I was gone for a
But
while.
yeah, I'll
No,
make a video
it
on
took
that
me
as well, don't worry.
It didn't take that long. But it took long because I couldn't get to it. But I still think like, hey, this is good. I
Yes,
can't wait to
Falcon,
do
you
it.
should then.
Maybe even do it live one day.
That would be fun.
I will aspire to that. Okay, so we have one more giveaway to do, but before we do that, I want to thank everyone who has put this together, all of our guests. We had Kevin on, we had Stuart on.
Okay, so we
Send
will
you back
have
to
made
Dave
through
Benitez over there,
this.
which is all good.
I like the second half
Yeah.
stream.
Just a little
At least
bit.
the wedding, but
Yeah,
don't
and
let
just a big thank you to the production crew, to our producer, Kabam Breeze.
But,
and yeah, let's get this next giveaway up here. Now, the special thing that's happened here, with these two champions that we've added to our roster, that has made 300 champions in Marvel Contest of Champions.
That is so many. I can't even count them.
100. Dude, 100 is a lot.
No, in all seriousness, 100 champions in the fighting game is an insane.
One prize,
Yeah.
4K people
Yeah,
watching.
That's triple.
Yeah, it's gonna be like
300,
no, it's more than 4K
300
that have
champions,
entered
they
the
all
viewing.
interact with each other
I'll
in
tell you.
different ways with 1,000 nodes going on. It's insane.
Yeah, that was insane. And you know that you actually feel it when you leave the
9,000.
game for a while and you come back and you're like, I think I missed 100
I
champions.
couldn't even imagine. I really
I
feel
think
like
it's like 100 of
Playtested 100 champions now.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So that's that's pretty crazy. All right, let's pop the giveaway back. Oh, yeah, here we go. We already got it. Cool. All right, so we have our next giveaway happening here. PlayContestOfChampions.com/stream
Actually, that
giveaway
didn't look
with the
that
forward
great,
slash.
to be honest.
Do not forget the /
I know.
because we are giving away your choice
We'll see.
of Arnim Zola or Falcon, Joaquin Torres, and you get 1.1 million
Yeah, 1
gold
second.
because that's how much gold you need when you rank them up. And to rank them up, you need a 1 to 2 gem, which you also get. So make sure that you are entering, and the winner gets to choose which one. We'll contact you, say, hey, which one do you want? And you go, dude, I want this one. I'm not going to choose right now because I'm not the one that won. I am actually not eligible to enter.
All right, I got the both.
That's a
Oh.
little
That's a
bit.
bummer.
Yeah, it's a
There
little
you
bit.
go. I
of a
entered
bummer.
with both.
comes with
Haha.
It does a little bit. Okay, cool. All right, so we are going to be looking out for that. In the meantime, while everybody's entering, we're going to announce
The
those
link
winners in
to
just a
that.
little bit. We do have just one more
Here.
thing.
Something very, very exciting. I'm finally going to get to find out what's in the box.
What is in the box?
What is in the box? Let's see. Oh, actually, first, we should probably go through a list of items with our Summoner's Choice. So, as you know, we ran Summoner's Choice
yeah, Summoner's
2025 just a few weeks ago. We had a new way to vote, so you were able to get your ballot. You picked your champion, and then you stuck with it.
All right,
You strengthened that
Jesus,
vote,
just
and then you
stay.
were able to get a few extra votes when you went to the Summoner's Market, where all the extra value is, by the way, that we've been talking about today. And we were able to whittle things down. So can we have a look at our champions that we had here? Right, so
round one, we had Daredevil, Elektra,
Yep.
Echo, Hunter's Moon,
Yep.
Hellcat, the Shroud, Mr.
The
Knight,
Shroud is
Power
obviously
Man,
the
and
better choice.
Colleen Wing.
that's right. And you know what? I would say that the winner, if you were to pick from this list, I would say it's completely like just shrouded in mystery.
Oh, is that a hint?
Yeah. It was very mysterious.
Okay.
So what we ended up with, right, were 4. So we brought that down to Hunter's Moon, Mr. Knight, Hellcat, and the Shroud.
You already said who won.
This
Shroud
was a
won.
really fun Summoner's Choice for me because there was nobody who was clearly overpowered. You know, we had Hercules in the first one, right? There's Quicksilver in the second one, then Gladiator, and then Shathra. So we've had a lot of very powerful Marvel characters in the past. This one's very like street level.
That's right.
So that was,
Shroud
a
same
really
as Mr.
exciting
No.
theme for
That's
this one.
right,
It seemed like
that's right.
everyone was kind of on even footing.
But with ISO, they're all powerful.
Well, Hunter's Moon
They
sounds like
always
you
asked the
wanted
question,
Sailor's
how's
Moon.
Winter Soldier beating the Hulk? That's
I voted for Shroud.
Magic of the battle.
It's ISO.
That's what it is.
It's ISO. All right.
So let's look at our final two here. We got Mr. Knight and the Shroud, and the winner of Summoner's Choice.
Wait, it's in the box.
Is in the box.
It's in the box. You ready?
I want to know what's in the box. Oh my God! The winner of Summoner's Choice 2020-25
Toss the Fenton. Give it to Fenton.
Mr.
Nice.
Knight. Coming in with 58% of the vote. Stay tuned for the developments about Mr. Knight. How exciting! You can expect this champion to be joining the game this year, sometime around September, and of course, there will be updates along the way.
You know what? You know what was funny? When we were planning this prop, we did it like kind of last minute, but there was actually a shroud in the box, which we decided not to say because an actual shroud was in the box. That's insane. Anyway, enjoy your 2025 Summoner's Choice champion. We're going to be following the progress as we normally do, give you insights on our concept designs, the 3D designs, talking with the designer, giving you some stuff early so you can get a look behind the curtain. And I think that concludes our live stream. We need to announce our winners. Let me get a list here. One sec.
While we get those up, I did see somebody say Cyclops buff? Question mark. That's still coming.
That's still
coming.
coming.
That was a very recent Summoner's Choice rework vote. Again, these champions take time to develop. Cyclops is getting a full overhaul. He's not just getting a numbers tweak, so he's going to be a completely new Cyclops. So if you want a really good Cyclops, you got to give us time to give you a really good Cyclops.
I did go in and I kind of like sneak peeked at like what they were working on.
Oh, he's super cool.
And
He's
he was
super cool.
he was beaming with excellence.
Yes.
The promo code no.
Yeah, it was like for real. Like wait till you find out what I mean by that. That is just like
Watch Kabam make Mr. Knight defender. Yeah, imagine them making Bullseye on steroids.
That's fine. It is all good. All right, the list is still compiling here. We are working on that. In the meantime, I guess we can talk a little bit more about Aries. Yeah, why not?
Sure.
Sure.
Alright, I guess that is just about it.
Recommendations for the fight. What would be some of your advice for the fight?
I think generally like tanky characters or characters that have some unstoppable will let you make a couple more mistakes.
Unstoppable,
than normal.
interesting, okay.
I use Juggernaut a lot. I know some of our
Yes.
testers use Thing, who I know we haven't had shine necessarily a lot in recent years. I think like if you go with somebody who you are comfortable with, that's probably the best bet. Like your loops will not really matter so much fighting him. As Stuart was talking about, he has a lot of limiters on damage, and the main thing is just getting those vigors by properly playing the special minigame. And so
Servant Summoner's
a lot of
Choice?
it is just
No.
like survivability in the fight or comfortability.
Nice.
Okay, comfortability. That's a really important word because
The hand
a
is
champion
poor boy just
who
sitting there
is
for past 15 minutes.
incredible
Yeah,
as
they
are,
did.
But if you aren't comfortable with them, it's probably not going to go super duper well.
Right, guys,
Speaking of
so
comfort, I think we can comfort people by letting them know that they won.
Let's do,
I
let's do it. We got some winners of
You're
Tiny
welcome,
Crystals,
Paul.
Tiny Crystals and February champions. Let's hear it.
That's right. All right, for our Titan winners, we've got Osbar. A-U-S-B-A-R.
Okay, any one of you
Osbar.
win anything,
Congratulations.
you have like 1 in 9,000
AKA
chance.
The Extraordinary is winner number 2 for your Titan Crystal. Squarehead, 305. Are you repping 305? What?
1 in
Miami's
10,000
in the
chance, so
house?
2 in 10,000 chance.
305, and that's 305 pure, not 786. 786 is kind of like the secondary number, the one that like nobody really wanted. 305 is just kind of like the main one. Whatever. Those of you that know, you know. You know. All right. Ferrum, 28, and Altair Mock. Altair Mock. So congratulations on the Titan Crystal winners. Not Titan Nexus. Titan only.
And what
winner,
we leave it
right?
stream from the
Awesome.
fuck
We're going to be
right
contacting
off.
you, so just look out for either a message in Twitch, YouTube, or in your email. So keep an eye out for those. And for the 7-star version of Arnim Zola and Falcon with the 1.1 million gold and the 1 to 2 gems, let's break it down. We've got Float 1421, the True Dark Side 5, Black Pirate, Vifs I don't know. That's how I
Spell it. Spell it.
VYFSS. That is how you say that. Vifs.
Vifs.
Yeah. It's like Deathless.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one more?
Vifs. All right. And we've got Young Metro, Young MTRO, Young
Well,
Metro.
congratulations to
of
all
our
the
winners.
winners.
We
That
will
is
be in
it for
contact
this
with you,
stream.
And hope you enjoy your
These
brand
guys
new
can
character.
fuck right off. And I shall see you guys soon. I just genuinely had like the cringe shivers. There's gonna be no promo code now. Alright. See you soon, guys. Bye-bye. Hello there, guys, and welcome back.